Welcome back, everyone. Week 5 fantasy rankings. It is Fantasy Football Insider brought to you by True Fan Sports. We want to welcome you guys back to another good week. I'm your host, the Warden, Jay Ward, with my co-host, David, the Guru Hughes. It was a good week 4. We got a lot of stuff in store for you guys this week. We'll do a little recap on some week 4 things, some picks that the Guru and I had put out there that I think we came up pretty big on, and we'll go from there. So, Guru, what you got to say for him today, baby?
No, yeah, it was another in this quarter. It was another successful week, I thought. I've been in 3, not to blow my own horn. I'm in 3 leagues. I've been 4-0 in 2 of them, and 3-1 in another. Yep. To give you a little idea, one league I've been in for this is our 21st season. We've been doing it quite some time, and that's why I like this game so much, and just not afraid of putting all my time into it and effort. And then it's about time that we spread the wealth around and give people some benefit of what I've learned over 2+ decades of doing this. So.
Yeah.
Without further ado, why don't we jump into the Week 5 rankings?
Let's go ahead.
We'll start off with quarterbacks, as usual, and the number 1 is the bulletproof Patrick Mahomes, the defense proof. Another insane game this week, 5 touchdowns again. He's just amazing, absolutely amazing athlete, quarterback, you name it. He's it. Number 2, Josh Allen. Come back-to-back nice games from him now. He was on the bubble a little bit earlier. People were wondering what was wrong with him, and the answer is nothing. he's back. Number 3 is going to be Dak Prescott of what should be the 4-0 Cowboys. They lost that first game to the Bucks on missed field goal from the Missouri line. They should be undefeated right now. Number 4, Kyler Murray. They are playing at home against San Francisco. That could end up being a nice little shootout. Number 5, Aaron Rodgers at the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are been pretty atrocious so far this year on defense, so they should carve them up pretty well. Number 6, Lamar Jackson against the Colts. Again, the Colts have seemingly they've righted their ship offensively the last 2 weeks. Or last week, I should say, after 2 weeks ago playing quarterback with 2 busted ankles. Probably wasn't the best idea. They should have let him rest. But they seem to be back this past week. Number 7 against the Browns, Justin Herbert. He is, again, trying to knock on the door of being the best quarterback in the NFL. I mean, he's that good after, 18, 17 starts. He is proven that he is in the elite company. Number 8, Ryan Tannehill from the Titans against the Jaguars at Jacksonville. Number 9 to go, Tom Brady, staying at home and playing the Dolphins, an interstate contest there. That'd be a fun game to attend. If there was got anything to do, that'd be all right. Number 10 against the LA Rams, we have Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That Ram defense is a little bit tough, man. But I think Russell Wilson will still give you your numbers. Number 11, Jalen Hurts. They're playing at Carolina against the Panthers. And rounding out the top 12 will be Kirk Cousins, and they're playing in Minnesota against the Lions. And the Lions are struggling big time, so expect a good game from Kirk Cousins.
All right. Yeah, you're right. The Lions are struggling, man. And I thought they were going to put forth a little bit more of an effort against that Bears defense that's still without Danny Trevathan. But they did. A little too late, though. Jared Goff played okay, but You need some more weapons. So moving right along. Coming in at number 13, we've got Daniel Jones out of the G Man, as my man Chris Berman would say, playing against the Cowboys there. We've got 14, my guy, my number one QB in my league, and that's Matthew Stafford. Yeah, he's going against Seattle's defense, but I like that Rams defense much better than the Seattle defense. Bobby Wagner and crew will still try to put some things together for that lightning offense that we have out there with the Rams. Kind of reminds you of the early days with Kurt Warner and Isaac Bruce and those guys with all those weapons Stafford has out there.
Torrey Holt, Marshall.
Could be one of the greatest shows on turf. We'll see how they can continue with this. Coming in at 15, the young boy out of Cincinnati, Joey Burrow. 16, Carson Wentz against the Ravens defense. 17, I'm looking forward to this matchup. I should have supposed to be down at this game, but man, the ticket prices at this stadium is just ridiculous. My boy, there we go, Goo. Yeah, show him, baby, show him. The Raiders against the Bears, man. This is gonna be tough on me. Man. I cheer for the home team. Don't get me wrong, but man, my Raiders. The 80s, Marcus Allen, Bo Jackson. Going back to before that, Jim Plunkett, Tim Brown, man. That's when I became in love with the Raiders. But we're gonna go with 17 with Derek Carr against the Bears defense. Coming in 18, the rookie didn't do too bad against the GOAT last week. That's Mac Jones. 19, Baker Mayfield. 20, Sam Darnold. Didn't look too good last week. We'll see if he'll bounce back. Hopefully, he'll get a healthy Christian McCaffrey. We'll see if he can come back and with a few touches. We'll talk about that as we get to the running backs. So Darnold coming in at 20, Big Ben at 21, Sweet Feet Winston at 22 against the football team. We've got Jared Goff at 23. Matt Ryan didn't look too bad there, Guru. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Didn't look too bad. I'm going to talk more about Matt Ryan when we get to the running backs because another guy I inserted into my lineup this week blew up, baby. Blew up. I'm telling you guys, man, go with the picks. Go with the picks here, man. True Fan Sports, baby. Matt Ryan's at 24, and then coming in at 25, the rookie out of Chicago, and that's going to be Justin Fields.
Yeah, that's more of a little heartstring pick than anything else. But once you get down to 25, it's a dartboard shoot anyway. So the young man is athletic. We know that, and he does have a huge arm. He did connect a little bit to a little pull with Darnell Mooney, which is good to see. I thought in the back of my head that he was a little bit underutilized. He started off the season hurt last year, and he never really got to clicking last year. That's because the offense was stagnant under Nagy, as it was to start this year. Yeah. I thought Mooney could be like a junior version of Tyreek Hill. Small, very fast, runs good routes, and just seems to be able to find a soft spot in the defense when the plays break down, and that's what they need to happen because the offensive line for the Bears, they ain't blocking a bus full of schoolgirls right now. They're just not.
Yeah, feel bad for that young man, but we're gonna go back to them in a little bit. We'll talk more about Justin Fields. Guru and I may disagree on this here. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna get into too much. I know the fans are waiting for us to keep going on with the rankings. However, I'm with Nagy, man. If Dalton is heavy, healthy, you got to go with him, man. Justin, he puts you in position, to get the wins, but Dalton didn't look bad his first game. He's a crafty veteran. He can get the job done. He was an All-Pro in Cincy. Didn't do squat in Dallas, but he was a backup. Came in, but coming in as the starting QB with Chicago, I think you go with him if he's healthy. And if it doesn't work out, you throw Fields back in. You know what I mean? But I don't know. What you think, Guru, before we keep going?
I'd like to see the kid get as much experience as he can.
It's the only way he'll get better. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, he already showed improvement from last week from 2 weeks ago to this past Sunday. It did help that there were another person calling plays to utilize his skill set. But no, I mean, I don't have a problem with them letting the kid sit back and learn. The problem is, he's such a different quarterback than Dalton.
Yeah,
Dalton is a pocket passer, find a check down guy in a big hurry because he's not going anywhere. He looks like a microphone stand in the pocket. I mean, he just doesn't move. So, I mean, while you can learn the NFL game from Dalton, and Dalton, was out of a quarterback in Cincinnati for a long time, but I don't think it benefits him as greatly being a mobile kind of type quarterback that he's going to be. Okay. Now, if we could have a time machine and let him learn from Randall Cunningham, that'd be great.
Exactly.
But in this situation, I think maybe learning on the fly might be his best way to go. But you don't have to see eye to eye on everything. Sometimes it happens. Dalton does have good NFL experience. Him being there can. He can be a mentor without being the starter.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We don't. I know. I got a little off. Off script there. I know it's not the weekly Bears weekly, but hey, we're Chicagoans here, man. You know what I mean. So we got to give our Chicagoan fans a little bit of love on that there. So we'll move right along though. We'll go. Let's go down to the our week 5 rankings of running back. Coming in at number 1 this week, we're going to go with the big boy out there in Tennessee. He's going to thrash this Jacksonville offense. Hopefully he gets his outside weapons back. He's help him thrash. He had like over 30 carries last week. Let's hope he doesn't have to get that many carries this week if we get Julio and AJ back. But Derrick Henry's going to take the number 1 spot this week. Coming in at 2 against a weak Detroit defense, that's Dalvin Cook out of Minnesota. Coming in at 3, you called it, Guru. You called it, man. He's climbing. He's climbing. He's climbing. Saquon Barkley out of New York Giants, man. He's climbing up there, man. You called it, man. And he just got to continue to get reps, get his legs back under him, and before you know it, he may continue to be in that top 3. We'll see. Coming in at number 4, Alvin Kamara. At number 5 out of Green Bay, Aaron Jones. Now coming in at number 6, this man loves to eat. He ate last week. For sure, man. You know what I mean? That's Zeke out of Dallas there. Coming in at number 7, one of my boys there on my leagues. He does it every night in, night out. He gives it to me. Austin Eckler out of Los Angeles Chargers. He keeps getting them, man. You know what I mean? He keeps getting them. Insert them in your lineups. Against the Cleveland defense as well. I can see, Miles Garrett and the boys may be coming after the young boy of Justin Herbert, but I like Austin Eckler in this matchup here. Coming in at number 8, Nick Chubb. At number 9, against another weak defense in Minnesota. This could be a game of who the running backs here. That's going to be Deandre Swift coming in at number 9. And at number 10 against Denver, coming out of Pittsburgh, the rookie out of Alabama, that's Najee Harris.
Yeah, they're giving him every opportunity to flourish.
They are, man. They are.
He's already set a rookie record for the first 4 games from being on the field, 98% of the snaps or whatever. I think he's only been off the field twice in 4 games. That's incredible. They're gonna run that boy's legs off, but they got nobody else really, so they might as well. Yeah. He's young. Let's get him out there and do it. Number 11. We did not know when I put this together that David Montgomery was definitely going to miss. So against the Raiders, we're going to go with Damian Williams. Montgomery is going to miss. It looks like 3 to 5 weeks.
Yeah.
I would imagine they would leave him off till the bye week.
Yeah.
There's 4 weeks till their bye, I believe.
Yeah.
And then they may bring him back after that bye week. as long as there's no structural damage, and they said no, so she should be good. Number 12, Chubb Hubbard. Now there's a chance that McCaffrey will be back this week.
Okay.
So they would know more on Wednesday, so keep your eyes and ears open. If McCaffrey is going to be slotted to play, you might want to put him at number 1 in your rankings as well, going up against the Eagles defense, who's given up over 600 yards on the ground, and they've given up 8 touchdowns rushing so far this year. They've allowed every running back there is just to feast on them, like Zeke. Number 13 against the Bills, we're going to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's had 2 nice games in a row after struggling to get out of the box early. He was slipping down our rankings, and now he's sliding his way back up. Number 14, his highest ranking of the year so far is Zach Moss. Going to be at the Chiefs, but they are 3rd worst in the NFL against the run. They also have given up 8 touchdowns on the ground, and Zach Moss tends to get the majority of the red zone and goal line work there, so look for Moss to be okay this week. Number 15, Joe Mixon at home against the Packers. Chances are he could miss. So Samaje Perine, hope I'm pronouncing that right, Samaje Perine will be filling in for Mixon if he misses, and again, against a questionable Green Bay front 7, he could still have a nice game. Number 16 will be Josh Jacobs. He looked okay coming back from that injury. They didn't depend on him too much, it didn't look like. Didn't give him a whole lot of opportunities to thrive, but I think that might change against the Bears. Well, their defense has been bad. Let's just face it, they haven't been the greatest against the run this year. There's Josh Jacobs in at 16. Number 17, we have Darrell Henderson. He's back. They're playing the Seahawks. Seahawks are dead last against the run, so you can look for him and Sonny Michel to prosper in that game. Number 18, the guy's dropping down the charts a little bit. Jonathan Taylor, although he did have a pretty decent game this past week. Now he's got to play at Baltimore against the Ravens, and they don't like to give up too much at home to running backs. They're tough. They're stout there. Even though their defense is not quite what it was in years past, they're still a force to be reckoned with when they play at home. Number 19, Melvin Gordon at the Steelers. He might find some tough sledding against the steel curtain there. Number 20 will be Devin Singletary against the Chiefs. Again, they've allowed 8 touchdowns in 4 games, so you can see Singletary and Moss both getting in to the end zone.
Okay. All righty. Coming in, let's keep moving. Number 21. He was my pick of the week, and that's James Robinson out of Jacksonville against Tennessee's defense. He had a nice game Thursday night. We got coming in at 22 out of Seattle, Chris Carson. Coming in at number 23. The football team Antonio Gibson against the New Orleans defense. Coming in at number 24, that's going to be Damian Harris out of New England against the Texas defense there. And then coming in at 25, this guy was lights out last week, man. He practically won the week for me, man. I think I might go with him. I'm going to continue to roll with this boy against a weak Jets defense, and that's going to be Cordell Patterson out of Atlanta. Coming in at number 26, Emmanuel Sanders out of Philly. We're going to go down to 27. We're going to go down to Miami, Myles Gaskin. Coming in at 28, the other running back out of Dallas, Tony Pollard. At number 29, the other running back out of Cleveland, and that's Kareem Hunt. And then coming in at number 30 against a Miami defense, a tough Miami defense against the run too. They're pretty. He's got them. Brian Flores got them boys playing some good defense out there, man. And that's going to be Leonard Fernett out of Tampa Bay. So I look to see Tom Brady airing it out a little bit more. Of course, they're going to run the ball, him and Ronald Jones, but it's going to be Miami has a tough defense, so we'll see.
Yeah, after they struggled mightily in New England, to throw the ball, to get anything consistent. It was a rainy night there in New England, kind of chilly up there for this time of year, but that's kind of why they won't look to reestablish the run. They look to reestablish the passing game for Tom. I would look for the run to be second, definitely second on their list this week, and getting over to back to the Cordell Patterson. Until they can prove they can stop him, you got to roll with him. He has been absolutely phenomenal in this past weekend. He just lit it up, and he was on fire. I mean, they couldn't touch him. He is playing the majority of his snaps at running back, but 4 of his 5 touchdowns have been on pass plays, which is kind of an anomaly. But if they're going to use their starting back, but doesn't matter as long as he crosses that end zone for you. That's all you need.
That's all that matters. Because let's see, he only had I want to say 6 carries last week, so he's not getting a lot of touches out of the backfield. But he's you still get it. He can get once he gets to that outside, it's over with. But he had 6 targets, 5 catches, 82 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns. He had 78 return yards as well. So. He's definitely going to be one to help you out in that lineup. So his projections this week is even higher. So we'll see what Cordell can keep doing.
Yeah, until they can, so the defenses can prove they can stop him. I mean, they say it's gimmicky or whatever, but until they can prove they can stop him, he's a go-to guy. You got to run with him while you can.
Okay.
We're getting back to the last 10 here. Number 31 will be Latavius Murray. They look to have moved him into the starting lineup this past weekend. He was on the field for 60+% of the snaps, and he kind of seemed to take over from the rookie there, give him a little more steady hand there. So Latavius Murray against the Colts, he led the team in snaps and rushing attempts by a good margin. So he's your number 1 guy there for the short term, it would appear. Number 32, Chase Edmonds at home against the 49ers. He had a nice game for the Cardinals. Finally broke 100 yards and had a touchdown. Number 33, Tyson Williams against the Colts. They're still going to use him in the offense. He's a fresh-legged young running back, and they're going to lean on him not to wear Latavius Murray out. Number 34 will be the Kenyon Drake. Against the Bears, you have a couple of running backs there that could enter the mix and score touchdowns, and I would assume that you will have that this coming weekend. I think both running backs will get into the end zone against the Bears. Number 5, Javonte Williams against the Steelers. Number 36, J.D. McKissick. He's a darling of point per receptions. They're throwing to him regularly out of the backfield. They're button heads with the Saints, and the Saints don't give it up much on the ground. So I think they're going to be throwing quite a bit, and McKissick is going to reap the benefits. Number 37, A.J. Dillon against the Bengals. Bengals, they can't stop much of anybody, and I think Dillon will sneak in for a touchdown this week. I don't think they're going to. You're still going to get a good run from Aaron Jones, but I think Dillon will get one as well. Number 38, the Jets, Michael Carter against Atlanta. Number 39, Mike Davis, again against the Jets, stay in the same game. And then 40 will be Mark Ingram at home against the Patriots to round out the running back rankings for this week.
All right.
All right, so we'll just jump right into the running back rankings, or the wide receiver rankings.
Yep.
And to start off with, this man just tore it up like usual. Tyreek Hill home against the Bills. That's going to be a would-be shootout. Look for them to put up several passing touchdowns like they usually do. The offense is just clicking on all cylinders again. Number 2, Devonte Adams, Green Bay against the Bengals. Number 3, Stephon Diggs at Kansas City. Again, it looked at to be a shootout. Number 4, Justin Jefferson against the porous Lions defense at home, so he should get loose for 100-plus yards and one at least, maybe 2 scores. Number 5, DK Metcalf against the Rams. Rams defense is pretty solid, but I think they're going to be playing from behind, and they're going to have to air it out. They'll be in catch-up mode, and they'll have to get the ball to their 2 wideouts, and they could have decent games, both of them. Number 6, CeeDee Lamb, home against the Giants. Look for that passing offense, even though they had 4 touchdowns through the air. 2 of them went to the tight end and 1 went to Zeke. So Cooper and CeeDee Lamb didn't really perform. I look for that to change this week, and Lamb comes in at 6. Number 7, DeAndre Hopkins at home against the Niners. Number 8, back to that Seattle game, Tyler Lockett. They're going to be at home against they're going to be at the 49ers. Or against the Rams. They're going to be, like I said, be catch-up mode, so there'll be a good chance for both of them to produce. Number 9, Jamar Chase, creeping into the top 10, and he's earned it. Really off to a wonderful start this season. Very steady the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
That's against Jacksonville. And the number 10 is Cooper Kupp. And they are at home against the Seahawks. And that's, like I said, looked at to be a high-scoring game because you don't want to get those Rams too far out in front of you. It's going to be a conference game or a division game. And both teams need to pull out a win.
Yeah, they do. And LA's at home, so I like their chances against Seahawks at home. But you never can count Russell out. So coming in at number 11 out of Dallas, Amari Cooper. Number 12, we hope to see this veteran back out of Tennessee, Julio Jones. Coming in at 13, Calvin Ridley out of ATL. At 14, out of LA Chargers, Keenan Allen. Coming in at 15, we got to go with Deontay Johnson. Coming in at 16 is Terry McLaurin. Out of Tampa Bay, number 17, that's going to be Chris Godwin. We're going to travel up north to Minnesota. Coming in at 18, Adam Thielen. We have 19 out of Carolina, DJ Moore. And then coming in at number 20 out of Houston, and that's going to be Brandon Cooks coming in at number 20.
All right, we'll keep it going. At 21, we have T. Higgins. They're home against the Packers. Number 22, Mike Evans from Tampa, playing the Dolphins. 23, Chase Claypool. They're playing at home against the Broncos. 24, Robert Woods, who's disappointed just about everybody this year so far.
Yeah, I know, man.
Definitely fallen off from where he was. It's the tale of regression. It happens. So hopefully he turns around.
I know it's killing. I got him too, man. I may put him on the block soon. We'll see. We'll see, man. I still got a little faith in him, but
maybe Stafford can get him back involved and start to target him a little more. But I mean, he hasn't shown up yet.
Yeah.
Number 25, the Bears, Allen Robinson. He had plenty of targets. He had 8 targets this week. He just didn't deliver. So hopefully the volume is there for him to put up some numbers that he's used to. Number 26, Marquise Hollywood Brown. They're playing at home against the Colts. Number 27, Kenny Galladay. He had a nice game this past week, and they're playing at the Cowboys. With the Cowboys' defense, they've given up some passing yardage. They've been a little susceptible through the air. So look for Galladay to have a good, especially if Shepard and the other wide receiver there for the Giants are out. Or for the Giants is out again. Number 28, Devonta Smith from the Eagles. 29, Juju Smith-Schuster from Pittsburgh. Number 30, probably should have this guy up a little higher in the rankings. Deebo Samuel, he's been killing everybody. but it just looks like smoke and mirrors for some reason. But he just keeps putting up the numbers.
Yeah.
He's killing everybody. So that's one you can definitely keep your eye on. He probably deserves to be a little higher, to be honest. Number 31, Cortland Sutton at the Steelers. 32, Tyler Boyd. 33, Cordell Patterson again, ranked in the running backs and wide receivers because you can use them both ways. 34 will be Odell Beckham Jr. They play the Chargers. And 35 from the Patriots, Jacoby Myers. They're playing against the Texans. They should light them up.
All right. Keeping this going here, coming in at 36. We're going to go another one of the GOAT's weapons, Antonio Brown. At 37, Corey Davis out of New York Jets there. At 38, hope to see him do something this week. He was nowhere to be found that much out there in Monday night's game. Henry Ruggs III against the Bears defense. At 39, man, feel bad for this guy here, man, because he just can't. He did get a tutty though, but he's just playing some inconsistent ball with inconsistent QBs, man. Devonte Parker out of Miami. We'll see if Brissett can do something out there this week to help this man out. Coming in number 40, that's Darnell Mooney out of Chicago. Out of number 41 out of Jacksonville, Marvin Jones. At number 42, let me blow my screen back up here. Sorry about that. At number 42, that's Chenault, Laviska Chenault coming in at number 42. At number 43, Tim Patrick out of Denver. 45, Brandon Ayuk out of San Fran. One of the gurus, he's hoping for this guy to come, man. He's hoping for he comes alive, man. I know the guru mentions this guy every week, but we'll see if this man can do something here. 45, Emmanuel Sanders out of Buffalo. Number 46, Van Jefferson. Number 47, Robbie Anderson. 48, Michael Pittman Jr. We're going to roll at number 49, Sammy Watkins. And looks like here at number 50, we got a couple of gentlemen here we wanted to take a look at. I could go either way. You can probably insert, if you got a deep league, maybe a 12-league team, you can probably insert one of these guys in your league. Sterling Shepard, Rashad Bateman coming in at the last spots of our wide receiver rankings. So that's your rankings there for wide receivers, Guru. Let's dive into the tight ends.
Good start.
All right. Number 1, Travis Kelce, of course. Travis Kelce. Number 2, Darrell Waller. Number 3, George Kittles. Number 4, Mark Andrews out of Baltimore. 5, Dalton Schultz. Number 6, out of Detroit, T.J. Hockenson. Number 7, out of Denver, Noah Fant. Coming in at number 8, Robert Tonyan. At number 9, Dallas Goedert out of Philly. And then coming in at number 10, it's going to be Kyle Pitt at number 10.
And the second 10 in the tight end category was going to go with Mike Gesicki, playing against the Bucks.
Did you say Mike? Did you say Mike Dosecki or Gosecki?
Dosecki.
It sounds like his name is Dosecki.
Sunday afternoon for sure. Dosecki. That's how you feel after you have too many Dosecki.
Yeah, exactly.
They're playing the Bucks. 12, Irv Smith at home against the Lions. You have 13, Evan Ingram at the Cowboys. 14, Jonnu Smith playing against the Texans. He should have a good game. Number 15, Jared Cook, home against the Browns. Number 16, Zack Ertz against the Carolina Panthers. Number 17, Hunter Henry against the Texans. 18, Tyler Higbee against the Seahawks. And Stafford's kind of left him off after looked like he was going to be a go-to guy the first couple of games. He's kind of gotten away from Higbee. Hopefully he turns that around.
Yeah.
Number 19, O.J. Howard at home against the Dolphins with Gronk out with fractured ribs now. O.J. Howard has a chance to play and get in the end zone. And number 20 will be Austin Hooper at home against the Chargers. And that rounds out the tight ends for this week. Jumping over to the kickers. Number 1 will be Justin Tucker again, home against the Colts. Number 2, Harrison Butker against the Bills. Number 3, Tyler Bass playing against the Chiefs. Number 4, Young Hoku. Number 4, he's playing the Jets. They could put some points up very easily in that game. Number 5, Greg Zuerlein against the Giants. Number 6, Matt Prater, home against the 49ers. Number 7, Jason Sanders at the Bucs there. Number 9 from Green Bay, Mason Crosby. That's number 8. Number 9 is Robbie Gould, old dependable. They're playing against the Cardinals. And number 10, Ryan Suckup from Tampa. They're playing the Dolphins.
Okay. Coming in at number 11, we're going to go there with Daniel Carson out of Las Vegas. Coming in at number 12, we have Graham Gano. I'm sorry. Number 13, Zane Gonzalez. Out of Denver, number 14, Brandon McManus. Number 15, Randy Bullock. 16 out of Pittsburgh, Chris Boswell. Coming in at 17, Dustin Hopkins. Followed by Josh Lambo at 18. Jake Elliott coming in at number 19. And then coming in, rounding out the top 20 of kickers out of Indianapolis, Rodrigo Blankenship. Those are your top 20 kickers. And we're going to keep this going right into the defense special teams here, Guru. Coming in, your number 1 defense ranking for this week will be out of New Orleans, the Saints. At number 2, the Los Angeles Rams. Coming in at number 3, Carolina Panthers. At number 4, Bill Belichick's defense, New England Patriots. Coming in at number 5, that's going to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Coming in at number 7, the Dallas Cowboys. Man, they're coming up. They're coming around, man. That young Diggs out there. 5 picks, 4 games. I like what I see out of that young boy. Coming in at number 8, the Tampa Bay Bucks. At number 9, the Baltimore Ravens defense. Followed by number 10, the football team. That's going to be Washington, Guru.
Against the Saints, that's two good defenses butting heads there. That'll be a fun game to watch if you like defenses. Number 11, we'll get right back to it, will be the Philadelphia Eagles against Carolina. Number 12 will be the Titans against the Jaguars. 13 will be the Broncos at the Steelers. Number 14, your beloved Raiders in Vegas against the Bears. Number 15 will stay right there in Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. With the Bears at Las Vegas. Number 16, the Vikings against the pathetic Lions team. They're just struggling on both sides. They have all earmarks of an 0-16 or so 0-17 team now. We'll see what happens, but it'll be a long season. They might be able to sneak a win in somewhere. But it's not looking good.
Yeah.
17, Cleveland Brown against the Chargers. Browns have a good defense, but that Chargers offense is clicking. Justin Herbert or Abear, or however they want to pronounce it this week.
Right.
Has them clicking up.
Herbert, Abear.
And that's it. That's a weird one. Number 18 is the 49ers against the Cardinals. Number 19, the Packers taking on the Bengals. And number 20 is the Falcons uh, at home against the Jets. Didn't think we'd see the Falcons on this, but we saw them 2 weeks in a row. They played a bad team last week as well,
Okay.
and ended up being on the defensive rankings 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah. Okay.
That knocks them out for week 5. That does everything for us rankings wise. Wanted to touch a few topics here. One was I don't know if you watched the New Orleans game last week, but I would imagine Alvin Kamara was a little bit upset after that game, after having not one but 2 touchdowns vultured from him from Taysom Hill at the goal line. You know, the guy, he was running his butt off, taking all kinds of pounding, getting beaten down, and, nothing to show for it. But he didn't have 100 yards.
Yeah.
But, the guy's right there on the 3-yard line once, 7-yard line again, and they never even attempted to hand him the ball. And now next week they go into a bye. So I think maybe you'll see Kamara get in the end zone twice. The coach kind of, it's one of those things that, you don't want your workhorse back to do all the work and not get any reward for it at all. And, I would have been, if I was a running back, I'd have had a little chip on my shoulder after that game, and hopefully that doesn't happen again, and he gets his red zone opportunities like he's supposed to.
Yeah. Okay. So just, continuing on here, I did get a this just in alert here. That's why I had to kind of go away there. Nothing big, but we're looking at the kickers there. If we're looking to insert another kicker into the lineup, looks like Robbie Gold's going to be on the injured reserve list this week. So anybody's looking for a kicker out there, you can Joey Sly is his name. He's going to be replacing Robbie Gold this week. That's just in coming in off the injury report there. Guru, as we like to do every week, we like to discuss our picks of the week, sleepers of the week. We'll start with you. You always start with me. We're gonna start with you this week, Guru. Who you got, baby? Who's we need to know. Let's pick 2 positions this week. Let's go quarterbacks and let's go running backs. QBs and running backs. Let's get a pick of the week and maybe someone that you may need to look at a sleeper perhaps.
Well, a sleeper, Daniel Jones against the Cowboys, I think. They have that young man in their defensive backfield now that seems to want to intercept everything in the air. The Giants are gonna be in comeback mode. They're gonna be playing from behind, I believe, in this game. The Cowboys are at home. That offense just keeps cooking. It just keeps cooking. So that might be sleeper. And number 12, I think, Kirk Cousins. If they keep the throttle down playing against the Lions, they may go into cruise mode. But I think that if they allow the offense to keep moving, they should put up some big points against the Lions.
Okay.
Again, the Lions just can't stop anybody, and the case in point was last week. They're just getting pounded every week. So that's my 2 guys. Okay. Daniel Jones has a shot at putting up some great numbers playing from behind, and I think Kirk Cousins could go for 300 yards and 3 scores quite easily.
All right, Guru. I'm going to go my pick of the week this week. I'm going with the big boy out of Buffalo, man. Even though they're going to be in Kansas City, I think Josh Allen's going to rip this Kansas City defense apart. I really do. I think they're gonna be pumped up, charged up for this game. I like Josh Allen this week going into Kansas City. I like a mid-scoring game between both two teams. I probably will be sitting my Buffalo defense this week, looking to insert someone else, just because I don't like that matchup. So I'll probably be looking to bench my boys. And then sleeper for this week, I'm gonna go out of Atlanta. I'm gonna go in Atlanta against the Jets. Atlanta's going to be home. I'm going to go with Matt Ryan. I like to see him continue with Cordell Patterson, get Calvin Ridley a little bit more involved in this game. Matt Ryan's going to be my sleeper for this week, Guru.
All right. Then we'll switch it over to the running backs. You're looking for a couple of sleepers there. Well, obviously, if Joe Mixon is out, they say he's week to week. Samajin Perine. Uh, they're playing against Green Bay, and they've struggled against the run so far this year. But then the other is Zach Moss, going back to Buffalo, staying with Buffalo against the Chiefs. They're the third worst against the run in the league. Again, allowed eight tutties on the ground. It's 2 a game. That's not good. So they're very suspect, even at home. So I look for Zach Moss and Sam Jean, and then getting back to what I said earlier, just to throw it out there, look for Alvin Kamara to get in the end zone once, 100 yards, maybe gets in twice. The coaching staff kind of owes him there a little bit, you know. So that's for me. What do you got? Your mic's off.
Sorry about that, fans. I'm sorry about that, fans. It's a rookie mistake there. My
Yeah.
sleeper, my sleeper for the week. I'm gonna go with Cordell Patterson. He won't continue to be a sleeper anymore. I tell you that. But he's
No.
gonna be my sleeper. My pick of the week, man. This is tough one, man. I'm going through this line. I'm looking at the matchups, man. I get 2 guys that I like to see. I like Aaron Jones and out there in Cincinnati playing against the Bengals, and I like Zeke at home against the Giants. There, man. I mean, I can go either one, but I know the fans want one. So if I'm gonna go with one, I'm gonna say my pick of the week. I'm gonna go with Zeke at home against the Giants. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna be fed, and he's on a roll. So I like Zeke in Dallas for my pick of the week. For week 5 fantasy pro inside there. So there we go, Guru. Anything else you got for the fans before we wrap it up?
No, that could be a very nice game to watch. That giant Cowboy game with Saquon and Zeke button heads going back and forth. It'd be nice to see those guys get about 27, 28 touches apiece and just light it up.
Yeah,
like the running game. And both those guys are talented men. That should be good to go.
absolutely.
That game should be a good one. So that's all we have this week, man. We should sign off at this point. We wish everybody good luck.
All right. Well, fans, this is week 5 fantasy rankings, Fantasy Pro Insider. Once again, brought to you by True Fan Sports. I'm your host, the one, the only, the Warden, with the co-host. We got Dave the Guru Hughes with that Chicago Bears ball. So on the other one, baby, hey, fans, pay attention this week. We got 2 of the greatest football teams, 2 of the greatest storied franchises ever to play. Chicago's coming down to invade Las Vegas in the desert. I'm looking forward to this game. Of course, I got to go with the Raiders for this pick. I know Guru's going for the Bears, so him and I will be talking over the weekend. But once again, we're looking for some great football just all throughout. A great Sunday night matchup we got this week, Guru. We got the Rams in Seattle, so that's going to be a good matchup on Thursday night. And then, Thursday night's matchup. And then I want to say, I believe Sunday's matchup is that's going to be Buffalo and Kansas City. So we got some good football coming up to you this week, Thursday night, Sunday night, and we'll wrap it up Monday with the Colts and the Ravens. Again, we appreciate you guys coming out. We appreciate the love and the support. Continue to hit that like sign there. Make sure that you subscribe to us here on the YouTube. We'll put it out there on Facebook and Twitter will be out pretty soon. So continue to show the support, show the love. We're just out here just doing this, something that we enjoy to do. We love football. We love all this, and we love you guys as fans. So once again, we're out of here, guys. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Good luck, folks. Peace.